Kids and cadets, back at you with this kohler powered Toro. Sorry about that. Guy showed up with a mower, and I'll discuss that. He just left this behind. That's why I had to turn the video off. We'll discuss this after we try starting this here. We kind of cleaned out the bowl on this. It had crappy fuel in the bowl. Some samples from the tank showed debris. I went ahead and attached everything for linkages. Let's see if this thing will start for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs a ultrasonic cleaning on the carb. I thought I could get away with just doing the bowl. Nitro using starting fluid, ether. Let's see if it will kick off. Then we'll discuss the Murray. Oh, I know why. Dumb me. When he showed up, I was just about to check the plug and pull the wire. So that was a Tommy time catastrophe. Plug wires on. Let's see if it does anything. It's always helpful to have spark. Somebody's mess with this. This shouldn't be flat like that. That's why the idle was so slow. I've got one here that's idles properly. I've been working on. You can see the tab here is up, almost perpendicular. The other one on that machine was bent way down. So that would make it run like shit. So let's mess with this in another day or two. We'll come back to it. I got to do a better job of straightening out the adjustment. Okay, so the guy that just left, he has bought 3 mowers from me and brought 3 mowers back. The first one was an older Craftsman. He brought it back because the adjuster on one side or something broke. I didn't even look at it. I pushed it in the back, gave him another machine. He brought that one back. I forget what the reason was. I'm trying to forget this guy. I gave him this machine last. So he was all huffy when he took this machine. But I was willing to work with him. So he called me yesterday and said, no, first he stopped by and said, hey, I lost the cap. He described it, had a lanyard on it. He said, I lost it in the grass. I can't find it. And this guy does lawn cutting, I think, on the side. So he uses the mowers, I think, every day or every other day. So he took the cap home. Then he called me about an hour after. Said, hey, I put the cap on. I can't get it to start now. He says, I'll see what you got for another machine. I says, no, this isn't working out. I said, you're going to have to go somewhere else to find a machine. I'll refund you the 140. I said, go on Facebook, look for one there, or go to a mower shop. So he left just now. He says, try a pawn shop. It's getting towards the end of the grass growing season. Maybe they want to offload them so they don't hold them through the winter. So I don't know what the deal is, if him and I are having bad luck. I really don't know. Oh, and then he said, oh, I got 2 other mowers at home, and he was describing what they need. And I said, this was before. And I said, no, I got my own stuff to fix. And then he mentioned it again about fixing one of the other 2 broken machines. And I says, no. Can you imagine if I work on his and it doesn't work and he keeps bringing it back 2 or 3 times? No, I'm not going through that aggravation. Oh boy. I got to call this guy back. It's straight water as far as I can tell. I swear this is straight water. It doesn't have any smell to it. How do you have that much water in the tank? And you figure if he's somewhat of a landscape guy, and I was grilling him, I think, on the second machine where you're using clean non-ethanol. So I'm going to forget about this guy. This guy's a nightmare. Okay, we're finally getting gas. You guys, this is going to be unbelievable. I'm so glad I didn't deal with him. Oh, the mailman's here. He's running really late. Can you imagine if I fixed one of his other dead machines? He contaminates it with straight water and then brings it back and said I didn't fix it. This guy's a shit show on wheels. It's getting better and better. I'm finally getting some fuel at the top. You guys are going to be amazed. But you've seen this before. I'll have 10% gas and 90% water. So I'm going to clean the carb in the tank and resell this for 140. So that's the story on this. One more sample on this 550 series Murray 2012. Okay, I'm going to bring it up here and show you now. For a minute there, I was having my doubts. Third time he's bringing me a machine back, but check this out. This is about half and half. The top layer is fuel, and then you see all the debris that was in the tank with the water. So I'm so thankful. that it wasn't me, and he's not going to show up again. I've never had anybody have bad luck 3 times. The first one, yeah, I can understand. The wheel bracket, it was a Quantum Craftsman, and the wheel bracket or something messed up. Like I said, I just pushed it to the back. He wanted me to fix it right away, and I said, no, it's an older machine. I got to find a used part for it. And I put him onto a second machine. He brought that back for an issue, which I can't remember what it was. And then I gave him this thing last but not least. So there you go. I'm going to sleep better tonight, knowing I didn't screw the guy. He's got shitty fuel. Shitty fuel. Shitty fuel. Shitty fuel. So he said, oh, I only cut a few lawns with this. Just checking the oil. It's used, I mean, but it's not been used excessively, because it's only been a couple of weeks, I think, since he took this. So he's had it a couple of weeks, probably used it every day or every other day, and then couldn't get it going. You can see what I spilt here. It's water droplets out of the turkey baster. So we know what to do. Hopefully you didn't hit any rocks or anything. Blade looks okay. So that's good. I need another pusher. I've got a couple of self-propels, so this will be good. Fix this thing up and put it out for sale. You guys tip your waitress and wait staff, and please don't use watery fuel. You're going to make your small engine technician extremely upset. And you don't want to upset your technician. You want to bring them chocolate milk and cookies, make them happy, and all things will work out accordingly. Adios, amigos. Clucky and I are going to go on the front porch and relax and not worry that there's going to be an angry customer around the corner. We got rid of a customer today, a pain in the ass customer. So that's fantastic, because that would have been an ongoing circle, right, Clucky? He would have been back with more complaints, and I don't have time to deal with that. So tip your waitress and wait staff. Like I said, and always have a good day. Adios, amigos.